Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Avid Advice Live with Persian Medium Fiona. Live from avidadvice.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Avid Advice Live on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
I was at the age of 7. So it was my first grade. Yes, that was my first grade. Actually, it was that I felt that I'm kind of different, compare myself with others in a class. I felt that I feel and see things which kind of weird. It was really weird to me because I didn't know to who I have to talk to. What should I say to my teacher? And how can I explain my experience and my connections to, I didn't know at that time what it means. The Holy Spirit, the messages, the things that come to me without I'm asking, or every time when I want to have something, it's just come to me or came to me at that time. So I do remember I talked to my grandma and I said, I feel that I can hear people, I can see people. Yeah, it was about actually making a decision. It was about that just do something, because every time when someone had some need, believe me or not, they come to me by themselves. I never even knew any of those people, where they are and where I can find them. They came to me, they talked to me out of sudden, and somehow I'm a messenger. And as a messenger, I always has to deliver my message. If I'm not, then I'm getting some punish from God, or somehow some energies come to me and tell me or tell me that, you know, you have to, and you did not. So yes, it came so naturally to me. I never decided for any of those messages. Those messages came very easily and nicely to me, and I always, the only responsibility that I have is that I have to deliver the messages. Well, I raised with my grandpa and grandma, so I did not know anything about my parents until I was 11 years old. And my mom and my dad got married, and I was just 9 months when they got divorced. Both of them been very young and very mature, as I heard. My dad never been in Iran because after they divorced, so my dad moved to Italy or in Europe. So, and my grandparents did not even tell me about that I have mom and dad. They just act and also pretend that my mom is my grandma and my dad is my grandpa. My mother is my sister and my uncles is my brothers. So that I heard until I was 11 years old. So I was just around the age of 13 that I started to think about that I need to do something by my own. And of course, my Holy Spirit and God always was behind me, helped me, guide me, and let me know exactly where to go and how to do. So I started a little business by business, and I felt that, oh, now I became a businesswoman. It's like a young 13 and 14 years old lady that is starting to kind of, you know, feel and sense that she has connection to people. She has connection to God. She has connection to the source that she never ever thought that she could ever go there. Like every single business as you could imagine, like computer and other things that I never had any experience of. So yes, I start my real business at the age of 13 and became actually the marketing manager for a big company actually in Iran, in Tehran. as a marketing manager. Yes, I did. Success is you. You are success. Success is everywhere. Success is something that you think and feel and connect into your own abilities. Success is about that you believe in yourself in the first place. Success means that you never let down or let go of anything that you want and wish because someone telling you that you can't. And you know what the most amazing success for me was? When people said, you can't do it, and I did. That means success. I am actually gave me the very nice, beautiful pics of you are, who you are. It's just remind me about who I am. And power is also tell me that get in touch and get connect with your abilities, the power and the gift that you have inside, and try to touch it. And every time when I says I am, I remind myself exactly who I am. And power is telling me what type of power and abilities I have that I can receive and give, or give and receive to my audience, to my clients, to my students, and to my followers. You, my students, my audience, my followers, and those that I don't even know, but I'm talking to them daily, maybe 10 times a day. Sometimes I may not know exactly who they are, but when they're calling me, would they meet me, would they cry, and would they feel that I know them for so long, that is exactly the inspiration. And every time when someone calling and says, well, Fiona, things happened. Well, Fiona, because of you, my life getting better. Well, Fiona, thank you so much. You saved my marriage. Well, Fiona, thank you so much. You healed my husband. Well, Fiona, thank you so much for everything you did. That is exactly the inspiration for me to go and do everything that goes from my power, little by little, to make you guys happiest. Well, it's very funny because I'm actually having or had or still a lot of people who is non-believer. And what the funny part was, those who was non-believer, when they was around me, the Holy Spirit and the guidance that come from the ad energies is just showing them that they are completely wrong. Things happened that I was with them, messages come from others, so they kind of like being shocked one after each other that, wow, we didn't even believe, we didn't even thought, we couldn't even, you know. So I understand that there is a lot of people that is non-believer, but you know what? This is exactly what I'm telling to people. If you are believing that you are living, that you have blood in your body, that you can move your body from here to the left and go to the right, means that you can feel and sense. And then you get connected to the sense of the energies that you have inside. Then you can feel more and more. As you know that animals can feel and sense before any bad things is going to happen, because they have a very strong sense. It depends. If you are a person that trying to, you know, make your sense or see your sensualities in your emotion, your vision, imagination, your subconscious mind, get close to that power, then you can see, feel, and connect to the spirit. If you don't, if you disable those visions, if you disable those beliefs, if you disable that there is nothing as a miracle, everything is all about this, everything is all about that, everything is all about black and everything is all about white, there is not in the middle, what I have to say is completely wrong. Because I could feel and I could see exactly where we stand when it comes to our vision, emotion, feelings, and subconscious mind. If you get close to all of them, you can have and active your psychic abilities and mediumship. If not, it will be gone. So those who don't believe, they may never gonna active or activate the third eyes, the emotion and the vision in their life. So actually my advice to all of them is about to open up, activate it, believe it until you achieve it. Colors hypno my mind and hypno my vision to what I want to receive as a messages. Sometimes when I have a difficult cases or I am in a difficult place with client, which I'm trying to help and make them to heal, I am using those colors as a significant fingerprint for myself to receive the messages and to give them the messages. That's why I go to my studio and just like closing and shut the door for maybe half an hour to 3 or 4 hours. I'm using all the colors around, I'm playing with them, and I'm creating whatever I am waiting or they are waiting to get an answer from me. So yes, when I'm painting, I am not here. If someone screaming at me, talking to me, like my son many times, they come and says, well, Mom, can you do this and that? Well, I couldn't even hear them. So, well, my husband says, well, your phone is ringing, so can you answer? I couldn't even hear that because I'm not here. When I'm paint, I'm not here. I'm somewhere else. And sometimes the way that I'm choosing colors, the shape, the idea is not something that I'm choosing before I go in. So every single of those that I paint here in my house, it has some significant fingerprint of something that has to do with some of my clients, my achievement, or was very touchy. That's why I feel painting for me or to me was always like, just do it. It's time. Do you want to receive that messages or do you want to heal that specific person? Please just do it. So many people ask me about like, is it a pentagram? Is this something that, is this not a pentagram? Is it not something that people or others use? Pentagon is my technique. It's my technique in between God, me, and Holy Spirit. In between you, God, and Holy Spirit. In between math and the quantum physics. So it's all about many angles of whatever you want to be and wherever you want to go. They guide me, they tell me, both in a science way and in a very spiritual way. That's why I'm using Pentagon as whatever you want me to ask for. And this is a technique that I can't really teach anyone because this is something that come through me, gave me the messages, and almost after so many years, I received 99% accuracy for the Pentagon reading. And it's all about your real date of birth, and also is about what you want exactly to know and what type of messages I can receive. And if there is any warning, anything that you should be aware of, the Pentagon will tell you what to do or not to do. I'm working with all law enforcement, lawyers, police officers. Also, I had a couple cases with the highest top. So yeah, I do. There is a lot of mystery questions about mystery murder cases, about questions that why this person is just like missing for 2 months without even have any sort of communication or connection with the family. The lawyers basically had kind of like insurance company cases, example. They want to know that if that specific company telling the truth about what happened or not happened. And through their investigation, they're going to figure that, oh no, that's not true. Because the only things I'm telling them that there is 2 ways or 3 ways that they are lying. The first is this, the second is this, and the third is that. So it's now up to you where you're going to go and investigate. And also when it comes to missing people, it's always a pleasure to helping missing, people or family who has a lot of pain because their family is not around. So yeah, it's such a pleasure when just like trying to use my abilities and my Pentagon, of course, to see exactly where they are. And if sometimes fortunate, I can tell them that, yeah, exactly where they are. But sometimes unfortunate, I have to just find a body for them and then let them to release and relief from that pain. To me, it's all about messages, and it's all about spirit messages. I dreamed again, and in my dream, I saw a very beautiful, gorgeous lady. I couldn't see the face, but I saw the beautiful white hair, long, white, beautiful hair with the white dresses. And when I said dresses, because she wore a couple like a dresses through her, it sounds to be that I could see her to transfer from the one place to second place and changing the dress through the white again and again and again and again. And to me, it was about like, what is the message is all about, why I dreamed about her. And then I didn't know exactly how and which way. Then I asked again, can you please tell me what is all about? Can you just please tell me why I had you in my dream and who are you? So next day, not, but the second day, I dreamed about her again. And she said, where white became light. I woke up and I felt like, oh my God, what is that? And again, I back to sleep. And she come back again and says, where white became light. And it was exactly when I started to heal cancer patients. That was exactly when I started to heal animals. That was exactly when I healed, when I got the results as a healer, that how strongly things got exactly what we want. So, and that was a message to me. If you want to heal people, then wear white. And I felt that, okay, maybe it's just a matter of timing when I'm touching them. But then when I ask, I receive the messages and says, no, until you die. You wear white until you die, because it sounds to me that something activated in my mind and my body to be a healer, to heal disease that doctor says there is no way to heal. That's why I'm wearing white until I die. Well, my message to singing people is about don't give up, because, and if you guys have any bad experience in the past, that doesn't mean that it's going to continue, because life is just about you, and it's about that how you look at the life and your, passion what you had. So let's say that people come back and say, well, you know what, I've been hurt, I've been raped, I've been abused, I've been this. My advice to all of them is about stop to say, I've been. I've been is a past. I don't want you to live in the past, because past is past. It's just going to give you more blame and anxieties. And then what you want to do from now on, do you know exactly what you want from the new guy? Because many of those clients that I have, they may say, well, I don't know. I just want a real man. And who is the real man for you? A real man is about to be a very wealthy man, but kind of stupid, or a man that has everything. People says, oh, I want to have everything together. What I says, well, lady, everything means everything to you, but you have to be specifically and significantly know exactly what you want from that guy. So for those who are single today and I kind of give up because they don't know exactly what to do and where to go because there is no man, well, of course there is. And of course you can make it. And of course you can find your twin flame, your soulmate, the man that you are going to be connected for whole life. But it's all about give and receive. For a woman who wants to just receive and be as a receiver, they are not going to go anywhere. Even the man that comes from the Holy Spirit and trying to be a perfect model is not going to make you happy. So you have to first be happy on your own skin before you date anyone. And if you are not happy in your own skin, then please don't date anyone, because you destroy your life and destroy that person's life as well. Be happy in your own skin and then start dating and feel and receive the moment that you want. So the art, exactly as I said, the art of receiving is giving. I love horses a lot. I did from age 10, actually. I would love to follow everywhere, look in every magazines to see, because to me, horses was a beautiful, gorgeous spirit. And I felt like the way that they are, their muscles, their beautiful eyes, they hypnote me, like, like hypnotizing you when you're talking to them. And when I was there for the first time, when I was like touching my first actually horse to see exactly like how it's going to be the feelings, it was just like, I think I was 13. And kind of I was scared at the beginning because I was a little girl and that the horse was completely like tall, muscle, and it's like, but the only way that I could connect to that horse and feel completely in love with, it was his eyes. So from there, I could see and feel the eyes of every single horses that I could even see through the magazine, through actually, TV shows and everywhere, that I am connected to them. And believe me or not, it was so cool because every time when I manifesting or want to manifest about something, the first things that come to my mind, that was the beautiful eyes of horses. And specifically the first time that I met my first horse at the age of 13, I always remind about that beautiful eyes. Every single of horses has a significant eyes, which telling you about who you are and what to do to get better. Many of horse owners asking me, well, how can you tell to my horse? Because I told him before in the past, I told her, but they are not listening. But they do listen to you right away, right now. And it's all about connection. So your horse and the way that your horse come to your life, it means a lot. That means something for you. That you are connected to your horse in the past life. That means that this horse may gonna tell you something or some messages that many of those owners doesn't know how to connect with. That's exactly what I'm doing. Many of those horses wants to be famous. They are jumper. They want to win. Their owners would love to win, have a desire to win. Well, but they want to make sure that the horse exactly understood the fact that what exactly his or her desires is. And that is my role, to go hypnotizing horses and telling him and her exactly what to do and not to do to make her happiest or feel healthiest or wealthiest, whatever she or he wants. So that is exactly what I did. At the same time, I heal horses a lot. Horses with the pain, emotional pain, physical pain, and any pains that maybe a doctor couldn't really do anything with them. I could, and I did, and I succeed, and I'm happy for that. That's why I'm very connected to horses. I am strongly connected to their energies, and I can do everything that goes from my power to make them, both horse and horse owners, happiest together and having and fulfill their desires. Okay, the way that you guys can see me or talk to me or find me is in 3 ways. Okay, the first way is Avid Advice. AvidAdvice.com is an online platform that you guys could just call, chat, and ask any questions you guys have. Many of you guys may not living in California, or maybe you are located in Europe. Many of you guys may be in Australia, maybe in another state. So it's kind of very hard for you guys to fly here and just say, well, Fiona, can you just ask this, just answer these questions. So you can call and chat with me anytime and no time. I'm always online 24 hours and 7 days because of all the clients that I have worldwide. Then, they're going to be the shortest, the nicest, and maybe for you, the easiest. And the second is my radio shows, which is people calling and listening to my radio shows for half an hour. But unfortunately, not people can find me easily there because there's tons of people that waiting on the line to trying to have a convo with me. And the third one, which is the best ever one you can think and imagine, is a face-to-face meeting in my wellness center with my team in Corona Del Mar and in Avid Awakening. So we do a lot for you guys. We will do and touch your soul, your body, and your emotion and get you closer to yourself. So that's why I'm receiving a lot of emails after that says, well, Fiona, I would love to see you again. I would love to talk to you again and see your team, because after I went home, I just been someone else, somebody else. And of course, this person can't come back all the time. So what they are doing, they calling me on Avid Advice after that, and they asking again for other, subject and object what they have in their life, and they want to make sure that if they can make it as a progress. So that is exactly what I'm doing, and that is exactly what I did all my life until now. But of course, Avid Awakening is much better because you are guys going to meet me. We both can exchange energies. We are going to hike, and we are going to see exactly what type of need you have and what we could do to make you happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, and get connected to your own soul. So naturally to me, I never decide for any of those messages. The only responsibility that I have is that I have to deliver the messages.
What was your reading like with Persian Medium?
Oh my God, I love her. So I actually had a moment with her when she was walking in. She came by our table for water, and it was just like, whew. That's how I felt.
Are you gonna come back for more? Oh yeah.
You're not even leaving.
It was all kind of things I kind of knew. I felt intuitively guided. It's nice to feel her tap into those deeper places and I guess reveal hidden places that I sense and feel, but have her kind of present them.
She said, I'm going to meet a man who's going to come right to me. It's been quite a while, and if that happens, I'm going to be in huge debt to her.
This was a great reading today because it lifts my spirit. Spirits have been depressed for a while because of adverse happenings going on. I'm very pleased about that.
I went to her workshop yesterday, and it was awesome. Yes, and I got her book, so I'm excited about that.
Well, this is the only reading I've done, and it's the only reading I would do, and it's because I just know that.
She told me things that I already knew, and then she also told me things that I was surprised with. Like, she could read me, like things I was in denial of. She was actually reading what I was in denial of, so it was wonderful.
As it was happening.
I didn't say a word. She just knew exactly how I felt about it. You know, she's absolutely right. So it's kind of like you have the answers inside somewhere, and she kind of validated what I was thinking.
If you're a person that trying to, make your sense or see your sensualities in your emotion, your vision, imagination, your subconscious mind, get close to that power, then you can see, feel, and connect to the spirit.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Dream Reality with Mary Amy. Live from MaryAmyOfficial.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Dream Reality
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, this is Dream Reality, and I'm your host, Mary Amy, coming to you from A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. My site is listed at the bottom of the screen, MaryAmyOfficial.com, and I'm an intuitive wisdom coach. As an empath intuitive, I'm able to connect to your inner spirit, which allows me to use my extrasensory abilities, seeing, hearing, feeling information about you. I'm here for you. I see the light, the hope, and the beauty of the universe. I'm a conduit to channel your dreams, helping fulfill your earthly purpose and course to personal enlightenment. I am human, I have faults, but I strive to be a better being and good person. As a coach, I listen, establish trust, and hope. Together, let's say, be the first to be a friend, be the first to speak of light, and be the first to acknowledge the beauty of nature. On today's show, we have topics and callers. I reveal ways to your inner peace and calmness. I guide you to enlightenment with topics such as nature, kindness, affirmations, visualizations, and dreams. My first topic is nature and kindness. The law of karma, actions and effects. A positive or virtuous action equals future happiness. Sounds easy, right? Here's some examples. Assisting someone in need, whether listening or offering help, kind words, a compliment, a smile, positive words if someone's experiencing a misfortune, sending prayers, a simple act like just holding a door for someone, or being patient if someone's not moving as quickly as you are. It's positive thoughts and perspective. Actions like giving support to a nonprofit organization or assisting those in need, taking care of the earth, wildlife, your community, your neighborhood. These selfless acts without gratitude or reward are virtuous. So be a kind, trustworthy, honest being. Now, a negative or non-virtuous action equals suffering. Makes sense, right? Okay, so an example of a non-virtuous or negative action would be hurting someone. It would be mean thoughts, words, and actions. It would be verbally abusing someone, deception, betrayal, repeating nasty stories. It takes time and a plan to be negative. So why don't we own our stuff, ask for forgiveness and mean it, and release negative energy and behavior and replace it with positive energy and behavior. Enlightenment. So why become an enlightened being? Well, you're going to reduce suffering. You'll have you'll raise your vibration and have a higher frequency, which means that more positive situations and successes will come into your life. You might meet totally new people, and good things will happen to you. You'll feel joy in your heart. You'll experience a calm and peaceful inner spirit. You'll have harmony and balance in your mind, body, spirit. See, the mind is the key to a higher consciousness. Let's develop a stronger sense of self with awareness and intention. How do you feel? Do you feel good and happy and joyful and content? Or do you feel sad and lonely and distracted? Okay, let's do a visualization together, exercise. What I'd like you to do, we're not going to do a full minute because I know that will seem like a very long time, but this is a way to reprogram your thoughts. And then you can also see exactly where your mind goes. So I'd like everyone to close their eyes and breathe, let out a breath. And I'm going to say, go. And I'm going to give it a period of time. And let's just have quiet and be patient and see. You're going to just try to calm your brain and see where your thoughts go. So, go. Okay, I'm guessing that was about 30 seconds. So where did your mind go? Did your mind shoot right into something negative or positive? Because then you can kind of see how much work that you have to do. Here's a visualization exercise if you would like to create positive energy around you and positive thoughts. I'd like you to close your eyes again. And I'd like you to visualize the most beautiful, fantastic nature scene. So that nature scene can be a garden of flowers, a field of flowers, a waterfall. It can be a forest of trees, a beach, whatever you want, whatever makes you feel joy. And then I would like you to think of and imagine all the colors and using all of your senses. What does it smell like? What does it feel like? And I'd like you to hold that and hold it long enough that you remember. So when you're not feeling well another time, or you're upset, if you're in a conversation and someone's saying that's something upsetting to you, I'd like you to go to your nature scene, because when you change your thoughts, you will shift all the energy around you. Okay. As an empath and an intuitive, what I do is I am looking at people's energy field. Okay, so here's a diagram. Okay, so here is, let's say, here's we'll just say it's a very rough diagram, but here's a person, and then here's their energy field around them. I'm giving you insight in what I do, so you know what I'm doing. So here's a person, right? And then here's their energy field. So I see what's going on here. And in this field around you are the characteristics of experiences, mental, physical, spiritual, physical, are all here. So that's when I work with a client out of this office that I work out of in Rye. I see what's going on around them. They give me permission, and then I tell them what experiences I see. So what I'm trying to do here with you is I'm trying to take away all of this darkness. And that's why I give self-healing tips, and I am trying to help you to reach enlightenment. Because when we get rid of all of this darkness, then we come out with this, and then you feel calm and peaceful. And your perspective, no matter what's going on, unless it's a really upsetting event, you will remain calm and peaceful, and your thoughts will be more organized. Okay, here's an affirmation. A lot of what's going on with everyone starts in their childhood. So here's an affirmation, and this might give you insight and awareness to where you were coming from as a child and where you've ended up. So try this. Here's a sentence, and I'd like you to fill in the blank. As a child, I was great at blank and felt happy whenever I blank. So if you fill in that sentence, then you might have an understanding of where you were as a child. Again, I'll repeat it. As a child, I was great at blank and felt happy whenever I blank. I say when you wake up, say, I love myself, I accept myself, and start with that affirmation to begin your day. Each week, I've been sharing a gemstone. What are gemstones? They're tumbled minerals. And this week, I would like to share with you crystals. Crystals are soft or hard, and tumbled gemstones are just hard. Here is a amethyst crystal. And this crystal will help, it's a quartz, will help with physical ailments, emotional issues, energy healing, chakra balancing, nervous system, nightmares, insomnia, balancing your crown chakra, which is up here. That's a lot, okay? Now here's some clear quartz crystals, okay? They clear your mind of negativity to enhance spiritual connections. They magnify healing vibrations, grounding, and protective. These are the master crystals. These are great. I want to carry these with me all the time. Okay, so what do? I'm an empath intuitive, and I'm a helper and a healer. And my mission is to share light, love, and hope with you. And it's urgent inside of me. It's something that I can't help but do. And that's why I have this radio show on A1R, Psychic Radio Moonstruck TV. And you can see videos that I've done, or I do postings on my Facebook page, which you can like, Mary Amy Official, and my Instagram page, Mary Amy Official. When this all began for me, 2011, which is when I actually started coming together with my abilities, and I had an idea of what was going on because I felt so much. I was told about sage. Now, sage is something that the Native American Indians used, and what it does is when you light it and you put it around a space, it clears energy, which could be confused energy or negative energy. I use this after I work with someone because I want to get rid of their energy and, allow whoever comes to me to only have them in my presence. If you use this, you want to open a window always. When I started doing this, I went under the name Blue Butterfly, and I wrote this book, The White Light Prophecies, which you can purchase on Amazon, and it's on Kindle as well. And it's just a really simple guide, and there's 7 prophecies to enlightenment. And, a lot of this seems so simple, and it is. So why not do it? I had to do this because I was carrying around a lot of other people's negative emotions. So I had to do all of the work that I did to feel good. And now that I figured it out, I'm sharing it with you. I also wrote a children's book, which is set to be released in probably by next week. I'll share it with you. And it's called Earthly and the Gemstones. And it's about a gentle gnome who goes on a journey, and he collects gemstones. And each of the gemstones are a different virtue. It's from a holistic perspective. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to say that my dress is from the Do Good shop, and it's my friend Stella's business. And I do get a few of my outfits from her, and I will share from time to time when I am wearing something. Okay, so here we go. Thank you for listening. And next week I'll have more topics. And thank you. Okay, I'd like to bring on a caller, and her name is Louise, and she's from Bradford, England. Oh, she's not ready yet. So I'm just going to tell you about dreams. It's funny because we go through stages in our life where we have many, many dreams, and I write them down. And I do that because in the dreams, I'm receiving messages. Look, we all have intuitive abilities. I'm not the only one. This is not a miracle. I'm just more open. I'm probably what you consider a free spirit. So I'm open to energies, and it's taken me time, and it does take time, so that you are understanding what they are. You know, sometimes I would get information, I didn't even know what that meant, and I didn't even know how to articulate it. And it's taken me time and experience. Like this afternoon, I'm going to do a corporate event, and I'm probably going to do 30 readings. So what does that entail? In 5 minutes, I give a past, present, future question, and it's a great experience. I meet fantastic people, and it helps me to actually be better here when I get a caller, because I do want to help you, and I really want people to feel better and happier, because it's if everyone feels happier and better, then we all will, because we're all connected. And I don't know, I don't think it's that difficult to be kind to people. Okay, here we go. We have Louise in Brantford, England. Hi, Louise.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, you?
I'm good. Let's see. So initially I saw grass. Let's see. All right, so I'm seeing right now a boat, a ship, some kind of boat with water. And I'm seeing it's blocking you. Let's see. I see a animal. I see a puppy dog. Let's see what I see.
Puppy dog.
What?
Pardon?
What'd you say? I didn't hear what you said. What'd you say?
Did you say a puppy dog?
I did.
All right, yeah, that's all right, yeah.
Okay. All right. So what I'm receiving from you is that you do have joy in your heart, and you are you like to have a good time. There is a lot of I do sense that you have a lot of light in your heart, and it's like, how do I describe it? It's all it's all right here. You sometimes actually don't let it show too much. And if you do, you're protective of yourself. If you do, you kind of keep it to yourself sometimes. But if you feel like you're comfortable, you'll let out the joy and the laughter that you have. Is there a direction you would like me to go into?
Pardon?
Is there a question or a direction, Louise?
A question. No, I just wanted a general reading, really. But that all sounds, hang on. Not true, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm receiving from you is related to the sky, if they say the heavens. At first I saw the sun, and then I saw angels. I see that I count 4 angels around you, above you. Let me see. Okay. You are receiving messages. I don't know if you're listening or are aware of them. Do you ever feel like you're receiving some kind of message that you can't explain?
Yeah, I do receive messages, yeah.
You do? Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
They actually tap you on the top of your head. I don't know if you know that. If you they tap you on the top of your head.
Yeah, I felt like yesterday. I felt like yesterday. That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I can see them tapping you on the top. Yeah. Okay, this is great. This is a beautiful thing. That is just an example of what your essence is, that you are that, it's very fluid with you and ethereal beings. Okay, so let me see what I see. These, I get that they are feminine angels. Let's see what I see. Okay, so they're trying to give you a direction related to a loved one. Let's see. And they're there for you during crisis. So if you have a crisis, if you have a crisis, Louise, I recommend that you actually close your eyes and go be very calm. And I'm not saying to meditate, and that always is good, but if you close your eyes and you just have quiet around you, you might be able to decipher what messages they're giving to you.
Yeah.
Without needing something. You do?
Yeah, I feel what you mean.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do you see all around my relationship?
Okay, say that again, I'm sorry?
Do you see anything around my relationship?
I can't hear what you're saying, but relationships, I saw actually, okay, I see something. So what I see is, I see a fence. I see something that's keeping everything very, how do I say, stationary or not able to move around. I don't. It's not positive. It's actually suffocating you a little bit, where it's pressing in on you. It's too much. Let me see. See, okay, here we go. I'm going to make a suggestion to you. I'm going to make a suggestion to you for a relationship.
Yeah.
You write down 3 characteristics that are important to you in a relationship so that you can manifest those. And then speak to yourself about it.
Yeah.
Now, the universe will test you. You have to reject the relationship that isn't good for you. Okay?
Yes.
Yes, good. Because your heart is fragile. And I see that you can have a lot of pain, and I don't want you to kind of go back into this, which is this confinement that you've had. Let me see. See, it's funny because I got animals, and I had gotten the puppy dog, and I kept getting animals, and I got this field, and then I got this fence, confining fence, but I didn't know if it was symbolic of how you feel, or it was an actual place. And I see it's like what?
What animal is it? A seal.
Huh?
What animal did you say? A seal.
Oh, I see animals. Yeah.
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 I ain't got any animals.
Okay, well, I see them. I don't know where they are, but I see animals, which, like I said, can be symbolic. It can be symbolic of something else. Oh, what animals do I see? I see farm animals.
Yeah. Farm animals.
That's what I see.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
see farm animals.
To a farm too. I've got
You're going to a farm?
Yeah, with kids, yeah.
Oh. Oh, you have a
That might be
farm.
the
Okay, that's
animals.
why I see. Okay, that's why I see farm animals. But I just thought I was like, sometimes I see things and I don't say it because I think this is ridiculous. But then I say it, the person. Okay.
I know where you're coming from because I'm a spiritualist myself.
Oh, good.
I understand
Good
how
for
it comes.
you. Oh, I love that. It's so great to talk to you. And look, I'm so happy to speak to you today.
Yeah,
okay, so it was wonderful speaking to you today, Louise. And you can find me on Mary Amy Official, or you can see me on A1R Psychic Radio. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. So I apologize. Sometimes, when it's long distance, for some reason I get bits and pieces, but I'm receiving the person's energy. If they just say one word, it's like I get some facts about them. So she's also a spiritual being. So, which is where we all have the potential. We all have the beautiful light in our hearts. And without getting emotional, I want to say thank you so much for watching and listening. And I'm hoping that some of the words that I said today mean something for you, and that we all can be a friend to someone, and we can show kindness and hope and light every day. Wake up tomorrow morning and open your window and look outside and be grateful for everything that you have. Thank you for joining me on Dream Reality.
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for a gateway to the spirit world with Gail Moffat. Live from GailMoffat.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is a gateway to the spirit world
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello and welcome to A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. And today I was thinking about, because I always like to do a little bit of a talk before I start. And I know that we're going to have two wonderful callers hopefully call in today. And so before we're waiting for the callers to come in, I was thinking about, the meaning of life and what's it all about. And when you connect to a medium, then what is actually happening is you are connecting to one of your loved ones in the spirit world, and you got to sort of like marvel at that, and you got to think sort of, isn't that amazing? Isn't that just incredible that we are able to communicate? You can communicate with your loved ones in the spirit world. They can say things like hello and I love you and all sorts of things they can say. But I just think that's just so incredible. But then I've got this amazing inquiring mind. I just, I'm never satisfied with an answer. And I'm always looking to sort of understand things on a deeper level. But then you have to sort of think to yourself, well, if there is sort of, our loved ones in the spirit world, then there is a spirit world. There is something that's larger than life than where we are now. And then, of course, it sort of begs to sort of, go that step further. Then, who sort of has created all this? Who is in charge of all this? And does, certain people, just because we can connect to a loved one, does it mean that we can connect to, say, a deity or people from the Bible or things like that. And I'm very lucky to be able to do that and have done for the last 2 years, which I just think is just absolutely, incredible that I'm able to connect with some of these people from the spirit world. And so I think sort of, and that's the other thing, sort of, a lot of people will say to me, well, God is love. Love is God. Well, yes, he is. And yes, that's correct. Of course it's correct. But I can't help but think, well, there's more to that, isn't there? Because he's more than just love. He's created so much and he's done so much. And I think that, but I think that we in our lives, I think it's so important that we, are loving to one another and support each other in each other's lives and, love thy neighbor. And I think that if we're doing good in the world and loving to other people, then what is that we are operating in the light. Rather than the darkness.